she's carrying a grudge for 15 years. And at first she's really happy to see Nora and she welcomes her in, and then suddenly everything comes up in her that has been going on in her mind for the past 15 years, and she really wants to get Nora and Torvald together again. The relationship between Nora and Anne-Marie is a mother-daughter relationship, because I was her nanny from very small of, very upward, very small, and she feels, well, it was me she writes to say she wants to come back to do something. She doesn't write to Torvald, and she doesn't certainly write to her children, but she writes to Anne-Marie because she feels this is the strongest relationship that she has with the family. What I find hard is it's the way it's written. There are a lot of interrupted sentences and half-finished thoughts, and that was a very difficult thing for me to learn, because you're reading the script, you can see what your next answer is, and when it's the bigger chunks that I have to learn, that was easy, but it was all this, but I thought, and yes, of course, but Nora, that makes it difficult. And you have to sort of think the end of the sentence, so that you can give the beginning of the sentence a meaning, and that, that was new for me and difficult, but I made it. I think in this day and age, marriage is not a thing forever. I think that there's a lot of divorce goes on, and a lot of people have more than one partner during their lifetime, and I think that's okay. We weren't born to be monogamous. Even within the marriage, and she says it herself, not everybody stays faithful. You go off, you have love affairs, you find other partners, you want to make a difference to what is going on in your marriage, and I think that comes out very strongly in this piece. Yes, I do. I work out a background of her life. I write it down. It's not in the book. You have to imagine it. They say I left my own child to look after her children, and so I want to work out that character before she gets to the Helmer family. And I also say I didn't have a father with money like you did. And I got to work that background out, where she came from, and she also says, I didn't want to leave my home to become a nanny, but what choices did I have? And I work autobiography, which is a method used by Uta Hagen, who was a German teacher who went to America and opened a school there, and I've read most of her books, and she influenced me a lot.